Hey there, welcome to Hoosier Life. I'm Mark, I'm in my shop. Yeah, you're seeing it right. It's June the 2nd, 2024, Northeast Indiana, and I'm in a sweatshirt. It's really not that bad out, about 62 degrees, but we got a brisk wind blowing and kind of chilly. Just not being up to work in heat yet. So I just came out here to shop. I got some things I got to tackle here. I'm going to take you out to the yard. I got some stuff I got to do around the yard. I wanted to start here though and show you. I don't know if you go back a few videos, you'll see some hammers and things I purchased. I bought a little jeweler's hammer head, and last night I thought about making a video out of it, but I just needed some time just kind of by myself and working on some things, so I made a handle for it and cleaned up the head, made it out of ash. So another hammer head rescued and put into service. I'll use that for some light duty things. Today I just got just oddball stuff. I'm on call for my job, and so I can't really get into anything where I'm away from my phone. Got a couple people out in the field right now, so just doing some oddball things, and we'll take you along for that. Appreciate you joining. Stay tuned. So we've had problem with deer and things, so on these trees I'll put a fence around them. Primarily I do that in the late fall, early winter, and for all winter, because deer come, the bucks come, and they'll kind of rub on these, break these maple. This is a maple, and this one's big enough now. I think I'm just gonna take the fence off, so it's a little project that just needs to be done, something I can do pretty quick and be outdoors. So let's get to it. So there we got. I get over here on this side where you can see it. Took the fence off, and of course my dog stole one of my landscaping stakes. It'll be all right. Come late fall, early winter, the deer will browse these really heavy and actually chew up the leaves pretty good. So I may put a fence back up on it, I don't know, but we had new construction back that way, kind of cut down the deer population, so I need to mow. But last night we got a good rain, so that's kind of on hold right now, but I get all this cleaned up and should be good to go. What you got? What you got there? Huh? So what I want to do, this tree has two trunks. This is one, and this one back here. And they're, about that big around. Right now they're catching a lot of wind. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if anyone else does this, I keep all my old garden hoses for stuff just like this. I'm going to cut this in half, make a half loop around each one of these, run a wire through them, and then I'll tighten this wire up with this lag bolt, or you can use a stick or whatever. And Gunny, don't mess with the camera. Go on. But then I'll pull those together, not so they're super tight, but that they're just moving together, and till they get strong. That's what we're gonna do. It's one of the things I have. This is just electric fence wire. I used to run electric fence. I don't have any right now up and running. This is one of my greatest assets on my property. I use it for dang near everything. And I just got about a 3-foot section, and probably got too much, but we're gonna run it through those pieces of hose, and just put it through there. And then I'll get them situated on where I want them on the tree. and then I'll tighten it up and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done, because I'm on a, you can't really tell, but I'm on a hill and my camera does not want to stay standing straight up. So I'll be back in a second. Well, there you have it. That's the idea. I changed it up just because I don't have 4 hands to do it, but this wire's stiff enough. I just wrapped it around itself. And I broke a branch here, but that'll be all right. I tried to stay above these branches, just something to keep this from sliding down. And now these are very loose, but it'll keep these 2 trunks somewhat similar, and still allow them to gain strength in the wind and stuff like that, but grow independently of one another. So this is a grape arbor that I built probably 12-15 years ago. Got Concord grapes. I'll zoom in on some of these when I get done with this clip, but me and my 2 older sons did this, made it out all treated lattice, and I've got 5 vines growing out here. And my idea was I was going to put put a bench down here and let my wife feed me grapes. What do you say, Gunny? Yeah, I was gonna let my wife feed me grapes. Of course, that didn't work out. So this is what we got going now. This is my catch-all for anything fence related. I got stakes over here and fence T-posts and random fencing materials and a couple catch-alls. But let me zoom in on these little grapes. These are kind of cool. Got a lot of them. And we make jams, and mainly we make a grape juice. My wife makes a grape concentrate out of these, and it's really good. I can't stay in here long because there's baby birds in this tree house here. And then if you look outside the lattice, there's another tree house. They got baby birds as well, so I don't want to bother them. Well, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I'm a gadget guy. And this is something I purchased from a fellow who has a YouTube channel called Worm Getter, G-I-T-T-E-R, Worm Getter. I want to show you how it works. Obviously, you can see I've got a stick here in the ground. I already got a worm up here. I'm going to move locations just to show you how this thing works. Basically, you just take this, rub it up and down that notch stick, and the worms will come up out of the ground. That's how it's supposed to work. Let me show you. Okay, so basically you want to find a place that has worms. I'll make sure I can see where I'm at. Okay, right in here is where I'm pointing the camera. I'm just going to take this grass, pull it aside, get a little area cleaned out here so you can kind of see, hopefully. Now let's see if we have any luck. Let's make sure this is in the ground. And then where am I at here? Okay, let's zoom in a little bit over here. Sorry about the camera work. Let's see what we get. Takes a little bit. Do that for a little bit. Move it. Oh, here we go. Right here. Right there. Where am I at? Right there's one that came up. Moving across the ground. Let's move you over here where you can see more getter. Whew, camera work. It's amazing. Here's one. Just came out. Nice one. See if I can zoom in here. There it is. Look at there. A couple of them came out. Big old night crawler. There you have it. Pretty neat gadget. I think this one I bought is only like 10 bucks. So in between the things that you're seeing on video, I've been mowing and doing some trimming and stuff, and my wife brought me this. Now that's part of our dog lead, the anchor to the dog lead. Let me show you what I ran over. I knew I hit something, but I thought I missed this. This is the anchor in the ground, and normally it has a dome shaped, like a rivet top. That also had this attached to it, so it'll spin around. Put the lead on it. It's got about a 2-foot rod that goes into the ground. So now I get to fix this. So here's my thought on this. This is just one piece of rod. This is tacked on here. I don't have a welder. So I'm gonna throw this whole top part of this post in the forge. Try to get this hot as possible. Drop that over because that's what it normally is. I'm gonna try to upset this with a hammer after I straighten it out. All it has to do is keep this ring from coming off of here, so it's not going to take much. Got a big dome like a bolt would have, you know, carriage bolt. So let's get to it. Well, if there's any doubts before, this should eliminate all doubts. I am not a blacksmith, but I got the job done. So it's not as straight as I want it to be, but I upset the top enough. That's not going to come off. And I just need to paint it. We'll drive it back in the ground. All right. Just like new. No doubt I am a painter as well. This is probably just about as good a time as any just to wrap this video up. I haven't said it in a few videos, probably several videos, but don't be afraid to get out there and try something new. Sometimes you end up trying stuff out of necessity, sometimes just because that's what you want to do. Today I just did a random selection of things that I was doing on a Sunday. Took you along, and that's Hoosier life, you know. The weekends are always filled with you never know what. Lots of good stuff. Sometimes things you got to repair and other things like that. But appreciate you watching if you got this far. If you would please like the video, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you all on the next one.